There are certain sounds that are unique to basic training, the cadence, the marching,
Hurry up!
the elevated voices. Those feelings don't just go away when you go back, even as a technical sergeant or a master sergeant. They're still there. So when you hear those voices,
Hey, stop! Stop!
it's a little jarring at first. I was very nervous about going into being an instructor because I had very high expectations of what might be placed upon me, and when you first start getting over there, you're not too sure in yourself, you're not too comfortable with what you're doing, and it's amazing how much everyone is committed to what they're doing there and how willing everybody is to kind of step up and put in a little more. It's a very welcoming community, and there's a lot of outreach from everyone. So with the environment and the commitment and passion that everyone brings, it just helps keep you motivated throughout that time. It helped out tremendously with resiliency, and resiliency is something that speaks to me. My definition of resiliency ties back into integrity, because what it means to me is being true to yourself and knowing what motivates you. So for me, knowing myself helps me be resilient, because when the challenges come up, I can push through them and move forward. As an instructor, the biggest challenge that I faced was the very, very seldom and rare trainee that did not want to be there. I realized that no one comes to basic training wanting to fail. Everyone has something that's going to motivate them. Everyone has a reason for being there. And this kind of brings me back to the resiliency side of things, and that motivation and that internal drive. You still need to be true to yourself. The Air Force is going to challenge you. We're going to push you. We're going to drive you to be a better you. My last year and a half of being a military training instructor, I was a podium instructor. So I got to stand up in front of the different classes and go over the many different courses that we have to help develop their airman skills. I didn't want those skills to rot on the vine, so I wanted to get back in there, I wanted to get involved. And when I sat into my first resiliency class, that's the only thing that I could think to start stepping towards. How do I get involved, and how do I get back to giving back? Being a resiliency instructor, it allows me to give my passion for resiliency back to the various people that I can reach out to. When these airmen graduate, they're committed, but they still have a lot of development left to do in their careers. Are they going to be perfect when they come out? I know they're going to want to be, and that passion and that drive is definitely going to help them shape the people that they become. We give them the tools and the foundation. Now we need them to be able to put that into play. It's definitely been a pleasure serving with the Airmen, and I've become more thankful of that since becoming a military training instructor.